Hi guys, what's up? So here I'm going to discuss geography that is most important for the upcoming prelims examination. So this is an important topics here we can learn. First topic is the cryosphere. So recently क्या हुआ है कि IPC इंटर गवर्नमेंटल पैनल क्लाइमेट चेंज ने एक रिपोर्ट रिलीज की है जिस रिपोर्ट में क्रायोस्फीयर के बारे में कुछ पॉइंट को डिस्कस किया गया. दैट इज रिपोर्ट इज कॉल्ड द स्पेशल रिपोर्ट ऑन ओशियन एंड क्रायोस्फीयर in a changing climate, SCOCC. Okay, so here we can say what is the cryosphere. Actually, the cryosphere comprises snow, river, lake ice, sea ice, glacier, and the ice sheet and frozen. So in the report actually discussed how climate change going on in the world, what the melting of the ice from the ice sheet and increasing the level of the water in the ocean that affect the climate of our world. Okay, so here what is we can say if the frozen form of the water melts, then the volume of water in the ocean will be affected. Okay, so any change in the water cycle affects global energy, heat budget, and thereby global climate. क्या होता है कि भाई अगर आइस मेल्ट होगी तो उसकी वजह से लेवल ऑफ द वाटर इन द ओशियन मींस द वॉल्यूम ऑफ द वाटर इन द ओशियन विल इंक्रीज due to increase in volume of the water, so that will affect the heat budget, that will affect the global climate. So that's why now you can see that the delay of the monsoon in the world, that is the means tufans going on, that the flood situation going on in the world due to this climate change activity. 1.5 degrees centigrade temperature also rises in the world. It's the atmosphere. Okay, so now I am going to next topic, that is called Far East region. So Far East region is the region of the Russia in eastern part. Here what happened that recently 20th India Summit, Russia annual summit, and the 5th meeting of the Eastern Economic Forum was held in Russia. It was held in the Russia. So here what actually India ne 1 billion line of credit given to the eastern countries of the Russia for development and to develop the infrastructure of that nation. So here, so the Far East is the easternmost part of Russia. Okay, it borders two oceans. Which oceans is the Pacific and Arctic Ocean, and the 5 countries that is called China, Japan, Mongolia, United States, and the North Korea here. So this is the important topic. So that is East Economic Forum, and that 5th meeting of the East Economic Forum and the 20th Indo-Russian Annual Summit was held in Russia. So now I am going to next important topic, that is Quad. Quad is the group of 4 important countries that is called Japan, Australia, India, and USA. Okay, what is the main objective of these 4 countries? To ensure and support a free, open, and prosperous Indo-Pacific region here. Okay. Now let's come forward and discuss related to the cooperation, related to the development, related to the disaster relief, related to the counter-terrorism, finance and cyber security, effort, and etc. So many things going to discuss among the leader of the Quad group. So that's why this is in news. What the situation going on in the Indo-Pacific region, that is the important things among these countries. Okay, so here India, Japan, and Australia can take the lead in infrastructure project, while the USA is the proactive pushing ahead the vision of connectivity. Okay, here the connectivity को मेंटेन करता है प्रोएक्टिवली, और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट के लिए 3 कंट्री इंडिया, जापान और ऑस्ट्रेलिया लीड करते हैं. सो नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू नेक्स्ट टॉपिक दैट इज कॉल्ड द हांगकांग. That you have seen many times in what is the going on the Hong Kong, that is a one country and two system. What the meaning of these things, and what is the meaning of extradition law imposed by the China government on the Hong Kong. Okay, so what is the Hong Kong? Actually, the British handed Hong Kong back to China 1997. So this is the special administrative region and territory under the Republic of China. So China इसको हैंडल करता है इलेक्टिव प्रोसेस के थ्रू. में द इलेक्टिव प्रोसेस थ्रू ऑफ चाइना के थ्रू होती है हांगकांग में. वट हियर टोटली डेमोक्रेटिक रीजन है ये पार्ट. यू कैन से कि यहाँ पर रिलेटिवली फ्री प्रेस एंड द अनरेगुलेटेड इंटरनेट, लेस कंट्रोल जुडिशरी अवेलेबल है हांगकांग में. यहाँ बेसिक रूल्स को फॉलो करते हैं हांगकांग, एंड डेमोक्रेसी को भी फॉलो करते हैं. टोटली फ्रीडम ऑफ पॉलिटिकल फ्रीडम है यहाँ के लोगों के अंदर. what happened? 10 lakhs people from home come outside, means on the road of the Hong Kong, to protest against the China. What China applied? Extradition law going to imposed on the Hong Kong. What is extradition law? समझते हैं इसको. अगर कोई भी मीडिया पर्सन है या फिर कोई भी पर्सन है हांगकांग में रह के अगर चाइनीज गवर्नमेंट का क्रिटिसिज्म करता है, तो क्या होगा कि उसको चाइना गवर्नमेंट अपने मेनलैंड में ले जा करके सजा दे सकता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड एक्सट्राडिशन लॉ. हांगकांग के वहां पे सजा नहीं दे सकता है, क्योंकि इट्स नॉट द two countries means that did not sign like of this law. Okay, extradition law did not sign among these two countries, so that's why so many people come. So finally China withdraw this law, and peacefully things going on. Now it is peacefully going on things in the Hong Kong here. So that's why here you can say one country two system, because China have our clock, China have our China our judiciary systems, and so if that's in Hong Kong also have our flag and our judiciary systems. अगर Chinese people Hong Kong में आना चाहते हैं तो उन्हें पासपोर्ट की जरूरत होगी. हांगकांग को जाना हो तो उनके लिए भी उन्हें पासपोर्ट की जरूरत होगी. So that's why this is the totally politically freedom here in Hong Kong. So this is important topic. Now I am going to other one, that is Ken-Betwa River project. Why this is new? Because one other linking project also sanctioned by the union government, that is a Kosi-Machi River interlinking project. So why this interlinking? Actually to boost up the irrigation system at the regional basis, okay, and to mitigate the flood situations, and where the surplus water then can transfer to the other river, so that drought situation can be diminished, okay, can be reduced their drought situation. So Kosi-Machi River interlinking project in the Bihar, okay. So this is means the Machi is the important tributary of the Mahananda River. This is a tributary of the Mahananda River. Here it was in our remain mostly deficient in the providing adequate water for the irrigation. So that's why from Kosi surplus water to transfer to the Machi River, so we can boost up the irrigation system there, okay. So same in the Ken-Betwa, this is the first interlinking project was launched by the union government. The Ken River passes through the Panna Tiger Reserve. Ken and Betwa were originated in Madhya Pradesh and are tributary of the Yamuna here. So here surplus water of the Ken transfer to the Betwa River in UP to irrigate drought-prone Bundelkhand region is spread across the district of two states, mainly Jhansi, Wanda, Lalitpur, Mahoba district of UP, and Tikamgarh, Panna, Chhatarpur district of the MP. So that's why this is the important. Now you can see in the map this Kosi River interlinking project. Here you can see this is what near to the Tikamgarh. This is a link canal, the black dotted line up to the Panna. You can see 230-kilometer concrete canal will pass through Jhansi, Banda and Mahua district of UP and Tikamgarh, Panna and Chhatarpur district of the MP. So this is, remember, this is important thing because second interlinking project also launched by the state government. Now I'm going to other topic that is called a G7. So group of 7 nation here, because why this is 47 G7 Samiti held in France. So G7 is an intergovernmental organization that was formed in 1975. ये 7 कंट्रियों का समूह है जिसमें कनाडा, फ्रांस, जर्मनी, इटली, जापान एंड यूके एंड यूएसए आते हैं, जो डिस्कस करते हैं ग्लोबल इकोनॉमिक गवर्नेंस के इशू को, या फिर इंटरनेशनल सिक्योरिटी रिलेटेड इशू हो, या फिर एनर्जी पॉलिसी रिलेटेड इशू हो, सातों के सातों मिलकर इस इशू को डिस्कस करते हैं. सो इनिशियली इट वाज फाउंड बाय द यूएसए फॉर द ग्लोबल ऑयल क्राइसिस. ग्लोबल ऑयल क्राइसिस की वजह से यूएसए ने इसको फर्स्ट टाइम क्या किया था, फॉर्म किया था. नाउ यू कैन सी all the 7 nation of the G7 country, USA, Germany, France, Japan, Italy, United Kingdom, the Canada. So now I am going to other most important topic that is called Sargasso Sea. That is important with the Northern Atlantic subtropical gyre. What do you mean of gyre? That the vortex that is circular going on there. That Canary current is there. That is many type of current going on surrounding of the Sargasso Sea. Okay. So all other seas in the world are defined at least in the part by the land boundary. But here Sargasso Sea is not have that boundary. Sargasso Sea is definitely only by the ocean current. Okay, so remember here this is the part totally by the ocean current. Okay, so recently it was found that Sargasso seaweed algae belt is increasingly growing in Sargasso Sea. It is named for a genus of free floating seaweeds called Sargassum. Okay, so this is important, seaweeds called Sargassum. So that is spawning here. You can say the humpback whales, okay, dolphin fish, porbeal shark, and many other endangered eels also threatened is spawning also living here. So here you can see see the map of the Sargasso Sea, and then you can understand what is actually. Yeah, wait a second, I can show you this one. Yeah, now you can see here. Now this is the Gulf Stream, totally vortex situation here. Sargasso Sea, that is Bermuda Triangle also situated in the Sargasso Sea. That is Gulf of Stream going on from the west, and from the east Canary current is going on, North Atlantic drifts going towards the North Azores current also here, Antilles current also here, North Equatorial current also, that is going surrounding of the Sargasso, that is totally in the North Atlantic Ocean. Nothing land surrounded by this one. Okay. So this is, remember, this is important thing. Sargasso Sea, where is Sargasso Sea? That is Sargasso Sea in the North Atlantic Ocean. Okay, now I am going to other important topic. Which one? Persian Gulf. Yeah, that is important. It's the that's near to Oman. Oman, you can see. Indian Navy launched Operation Sankalp here. Why Sankalp? To just वहाँ की निगरानी करने के लिए. In the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of the Oman to reassure Indian flagged vessels transiting through the strategic shipping lane between Strait of Hormuz. Okay, Persian Gulf or Arabian Gulf region are safe following the recent maritime incident in the region. So many incident was going on. Some Iran attack to that aircraft, and that means the ship, carrier ship. And other country also attacked on the. So that's why Indian government to send the INS Chennai and INS Sonana have been deployed in the region to undertake maritime security operations. Okay, होता है जनरली कि अगर which you can say at the port hired by the Indian government in the Iran, that is called Jawahar Port. So first shipment also you have seen that transferred through the Afghanistan to India. First shipment from the Jawahar Port was went in India. So that's why so many activities was going on in the that's sea routes and through the water route. So उसको some means the pirates अटैक्ट ऑन द शिप. तो ये सब सिचुएशन को रोकने के लिए हमने इंडियन गवर्नमेंट ने क्या किया है कि आईएनएस चेन्नई और आईएनएस सोनेना को और डिप्लॉय किया है कि अंडरटुक द मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी ऑपरेशंस सर्वेलेंस सिस्टम्स. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू we are going to see in the map what is the situation is going on there. Okay. Yes, so see here. So this is the Gulf of Oman. Through the Gulf of Oman you can go to a Strait of Hormuz, that is between the Oman and the Iran. Then again go to Persian Gulf surrounded by the Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates. Okay, so this is remember here Persian Gulf surrounded by how many countries and how many that Strait of Hormuz also there here. Then the Gulf of Oman also. Now I am going to the next important topic is the Kaliswath Telangana program. This is important. This is the lift irrigation. Lift irrigation means through the कि हम बैल के थ्रू पानी को निकालना या फिर कोलू के थ्रू पानी को निकालना, दैट इज कॉल्ड द लिफ्ट इरिगेशन. So first project. Okay. So the Kaliswath lift irrigation project was inaugurated recently in the Jaishankar Bhupalia district in the Telangana. Okay. So Kaliswath lift irrigation project was the world's largest multi-stage, multi-purpose lift irrigation. It is being built across the Godavari river. Important to remember this thing. So lift irrigation is the method of irrigation in which the water, instead of being transported by the natural flow and its gravity fed canal system, requires external energy through animal in the fuel by electric power, pumps, mechanical means. So that's why I'm saying that through the bell means that through the kolu should be lift the water from the interior part of the earth. So advantage of the lift irrigation is the minimal land acquisition problem and low water losses. Here definitely कि हमें इतना requirement है, हमने उतना पानी को निकाला थ्रू द लिफ्ट इरिगेशन तो वाटर का लॉसेस होगा ही नहीं यहाँ पर. So remember the guys everything that is the most important for the upcoming prelims examination. So thank you guys.